Okay, so we have here an example of moment of a force in a space, okay, or it is a spatial application. So we have here a boom AC. Boom AC is supported by a ball and socket at joint C. So it is being supported here. And by cables BE and AD. If the force multiplier of force F acting from BE, so FM is equivalent to 10 pound per feet, find the moment of F with respect to C and the moment of F with respect to D. Okay? So if you can recall from our from the force na hinahanap natin sa previous discussion natin, for example, you have here force A, it is simply the position vector times the force of F. This time, for a spatial, for moment, we are going to use the moment of F with respect to C. This time, it is no longer a unit vector, rather a position vector times the force vector. Okay? So using this equation, we are now ready to solve for our moment of F with respect to C. So first, we need to determine the F. Okay? So F is equivalent to F of M times Xi plus Yj plus Zk. Okay? So let us determine first the components. So we have X, Y, Z. Okay? So for the X, it is from B to E. Okay? So this is my first point. This is my second point. So that would be XE minus XB, YE minus YB. Then we have ZE minus ZB. And that is equivalent to, what is the X of E? X of E is equivalent to 0 minus the X of B, which is equivalent to 4. So that is negative 4. Then Y of E is positive 3 minus the Y of B, which is negative 5. So negative 5, so that is positive 8. Next, the Z of E. So the Z of E is positive 6 minus the Z of B. The Z of B is 0. Therefore, that is equivalent to 6. So, substituting the values here, we have F is equivalent to 10 times, what is X? We have 6I plus, no. F is equivalent to 10 times negative 4I plus 8J plus 6K. Okay? Now, for the position vector that we are pertaining here is B and C. Okay? So, the position vector, it is the position, which is B and C. So, to get that, for R, we will be having X, Y, and Z again. So, we have BC. Yeah, it is. So, this is X of B minus XC. Then we have X of Y of B minus Y of C. Then Z of B minus Z of C. Okay, so we're going to use here R, C, B. Okay, C to B because our support is here. Okay, so we have, what is the X of B? X of B is equivalent to 4. X of C is 0. So that is 4. Y of B is negative 5. Then Y of C is negative 10. So that is positive 5. The z of b is 0. Then the z of c is also 0. So that is 0. R is equivalent therefore to 4i plus 5j plus 0k. So we are now ready to get the cross product. Okay, cross product tayo. So moment of F with respect to C is equivalent to I, J, K, I, J. Okay, so we have for for the position vector we have 4, 5, 0, 4, 5. For the force vector we have ayun, negative 4, 8, 6, negative 4, 8. Okay? So, cross multiply lang. Pag, if it is downwards, it is positive. So, that is 30. So, we have 30i. This is 0. Then we have 8, 16, 24, 32. 32k plus 32k. Next, going up, we have negative 20 times negative plus 20k. Okay? Then, going up, that is negative. Then, we have here 6, 12, 18, 24. So, negative 24j minus 24j. So, simplifying, we have 30i plus 52k minus 24j. So, arrange natin. We have 30i minus 24j plus 52k. And that's it. Ito na yung ating moment of F with respect to C. Ay, wait, may kulang tayo. We did not multiply this by 10. Aha, we are lacking something. Hindi natin siya na-multiply ng 10. So, dito, this, we should have multiplied it by 10. We should have multiplied it by 10 and dito by 10. So, ang lalabas dito na sagot actually should be 300i minus 240j plus 520k. So, that is moment of F with respect to C. So, ganun pa rin naman. So, nakalimutan lang natin i-multiply yung 10. So, we have here 40, 80, 60. Okay? 40, 80, 60. We will be arriving at the same answer. Okay? So, next is, for letter B, we have moment of F with respect to D. So, that is the position vector times the force vector. So, for our first vector, let us correct that na, baka malito tayo. Force vector is equivalent to 10 times negative 4i plus 8j plus 6k. So, distributing, we have negative 40i plus 80j plus 60k. And this is the value of F. So, ang i-consider natin here would be D to B. Okay? So, our R is equivalent to D to B. Okay? So, because the moment of F with respect to D. Okay? So, the moment of B with respect to D. Okay? Or F with respect to D. So, that is D to B. Okay? So, we have here X, Y, Z is equivalent to what is the value of X. Here we have X B minus XD, YB minus YD, then ZB minus ZD. So that is equivalent to, what is the X of B? The X of B is equivalent to 4. The X of D is equivalent to 0. Therefore, that is 4. The y of b is negative 5. The y of d is 0, so that is negative 5. Then the z of b is 0, and the z of d is positive 3, so that is negative minus minus, so that is positive 3. Okay, so we have the components of r to be 4i minus 5j plus 3k. So we are now ready to cross multiply. So r times f is equivalent to the moment of f with respect to d is equivalent to I j k I j. So our position vector we have, for the position vector we have 4, negative 5, 3, 4, negative 5. Then for the force vector we have negative 40, 80, 60, negative 40, and 80. Okay, so if it is pointing downward, that would be positive. So 60 times negative 5, that is negative 300i. Okay, this time naman pag ganyan, so that is negative 40 times 3 minus 120j. Then downwards, 80 times 4, that is plus 320k. Next, going up, that is negative 40 times negative 5 times negative 1, that is negative 200k minus 200k. Then we have here 80 times 3 times negative 1, negative 240i, negative 240i. Then we have it here 60 times 4 times negative 1, negative 240j. So summarizing, the moment of f with respect to c is equivalent to negative 540i minus 360j plus 120k. And this is f. By the way, may mga unit to This is pound feet, and the other one is also in pound feet. Okay, so letter C. Letter C, we have moment of f with respect to CD. Okay, so for this letter, we already we have m moment of f with respect to CD. But the thing is, we already have here our moment at C, moment of f with respect to C. So that would be simply moment of f with respect to C. So ang gagawin natin, we are just simply going to add a position vector from C to D. Position vector. Okay? So for the position vector is equivalent to vector CD over the distance CD. Okay? So, to solve that, kunin natin yung coordinates ni CD. CD, we have x, y, z. Okay? So, x of D minus x of C, y of D minus y of C, z of D minus z of C. Okay? So, what is the x of D? X of D is 0. X of C, that is also 0. Therefore, it is equivalent to 0. Next, y of D. Y of D is 0. Wala siyang wala tayong y sa D. So that is 0. Minus y of c. Y of c, that is negative 10. Okay? So minus 10. So that is 10. Next, what is the z of d? That is negative 3. So negative 3 minus the z of c. What is the z of c? The z of c is 0. Therefore, that is negative 3. So the components of CD is equivalent to 0i plus 10j minus 3k. Okay? Now, to solve for the distance CD, it is simply the square root of 0 squared plus 10 squared plus negative 3 quantity squared. So distance CD is equivalent to 0 squared plus 10 squared plus 3 squared. We have the square root of 109. Okay? So substituting it here, we have 10j minus 3k over the square root of 109. Now substitute this position vector to your m. We have m f with respect to c d is equivalent to what is m of f with respect to c. So we have 300i minus 240j plus 520k times we have the coordinates of n. So we have 10j minus 3k over the square root of 109. So combining similar terms, we have 1 over the square root of 109 times, we have here 0 times 300, 0 here, 0i times 300i plus j, we have 10j here minus negative plus times 240, that is negative j here. Then we have negative 3k here times 520 there. Okay, so input that in your calculator. You have 1 over the square root of 109 times, this will simply cancel out, 10 times negative 240 plus negative 3 times 520, and that is equivalent to negative 379.30 pound-feet. And this is moment of F with respect to CD. Okay. Take note that the sign here is telling us that the direction of our movement is to the direction of CD. Okay, kasi ang ginamit natin dito kanina, opposite rather. Kasi ang ginamit natin dito is CD, so it is the opposite. It is DC. Okay? So, yun lang naman yung ibig sabihin ng negative sign. I repeat, yung negative sign, it only denotes that the direction of the moment is opposite of CD. So, it is DC.